This is the age of surveillance cameras. They're everywhere, virtually, especially in the big cities like Boston, New York, Philadelphia. People are being watched 24 hours a day. Even small communities with 8 police officers are now getting numerous cameras and placing in their town malls or whatever, supposedly to stop crime, catch terrorists, to be more safe. But the question, of course, do they make us more safe and do they stop crime? The country that has the most surveillance cameras in the world is Great Britain. 400 million of them sprinkled across Great Britain, 400,000 alone in the city of London. The average Londoner, if you're walking around the streets or having lunch or something, you're getting shot by a camera hundreds and hundreds of times. And not only are you being filmed, what you say, whether it's audio or not, can be discerned really, really clearly. And so if you move your lips, the people watching the cameras can actually know what you're saying. There's the old question, is there's no expectation of privacy in public. I disagree with it. I do think there's an expectation of privacy in public. If you're saying something to your wife maybe, or to a friend that you feel is a private message, something you don't want anybody else in the world to see, should a camera be watching you and pull that down for someone to see? I would say, yeah, there is a certain expectation of privacy. There's no expectation of privacy to commit a crime, obviously. But when people are out walking around talking, they shouldn't have to be worried about what they're saying about their children, whether they're having a marital dispute or whatever. But a 2005 British survey of the country that has the most cameras reveals that they really don't reduce crime all that much and they really don't work. With more planned crimes like burglary, public drunkenness and those kind of things, maybe shoplifting, they tend to work better. The problem they find with the cameras, and this was revealed in another British study, is they displace crime. They put it other places, for example, neighborhoods and places where the cameras aren't. We forget that human nature is such that people are going to do bad things. And people who say you can prevent all crime, you can't do that. You're just not going to do that because human nature is going to commit crimes, especially the spontaneous crimes. The cameras really don't work against, like terrorism. You're not going to prevent a terrorist crime. That's what all the studies show. Because terrorists don't operate off of logic. They go, I mean, what's logical about someone carrying a bomb inside their shirt and blowing themselves up? It's going to be very difficult to stop those kind of crimes unless you put, and if we really want to be consistent here, we really want to be safe and prevent crime, you'll have to have them in all the homes, all the schools, all the cars, everywhere you're at, audio devices and metal detectors, and maybe we'll stop things like that, possibly, but we don't know. But there's a high price to pay for all that. The ideological ramifications, long-term ramifications of surveillance cameras are that we're all suspects. It reverses the burden of proof. When someone is filming you to see if you're going to commit a crime, what they're actually saying is, you're a suspect and reversing the burden of proof. You're guilty until you're proven innocent. And in America, we've always had it the other way. So what's the answer to a lot of this? When small towns have come to me and asked me, we're going to put 16 or 30 cameras in our downtown mall and really we're going to stop crime and we're going to feel more safe. Well, first of all, the studies show that really isn't true. 2, good old-fashioned police work. That's what the recent attacks in London, it was good old-fashioned police work that found out what was going to happen. It wasn't surveillance cameras, which, by the way, are everywhere in those countries. It was good old-fashioned police work. So with the fact that Google Earth and a lot of these websites now are watching 24 hours a day, for example, in cities like Boston, it's become very Orwellian. Do you really feel more safe when someone's watching you, the government, while the crime is still going to happen anyway?